Hey you guys, it's Lissette here. Welcome to my channel. To start this video off, I wanted to show you what Melody Susie brought to me. It is a new drill that they launched. This is called the MR5 rechargeable nail drill. First off, I am loving the color, the white with the pink little topper. Super cute. You guys know, if you've been on my channel before, you know I am a pink lover. It does come with these two little drill bits. Unfortunately, I can't really use these bits because these are specifically for righties. I mean, you can probably get away with using it as a lefty, but yeah, I'm a lefty and I like to use lefty bits. These are all the accessories that it comes with. It does come with a couple of little cuticle bits. This is what the handle looks like. I really like the handle. This is very similar to the other drill that I have. This is the jade handpiece that I have, the green one. So comparing it to this MR5 handpiece, it's extremely similar. It's just a little bit different when it comes to like that top little part right there, but it weighs exactly the same as well. So we're going to be using that for today's video. So to start this video off, we're going to go in with the extra long coffin non-C-curve tips. I'm going to glue them down with my rubber base gel, curing it, well, flash curing it in my little side lamp. For this video, I wanted to get back into Halloween, so we're going to do a Halloween nail design. And I think once again it's going to be a little bit different, and I'm kind of excited to try this. I haven't tried it before, so we gonna see, but we gonna try to make it almost like a snow globe-y kind of nail. I don't know, you're gonna have to stay with me to see the process. But we're gonna do this, and I am gonna cure this part when I glue them down for a full 60 seconds in a UV LED nail lamp. So to do the actual snow globe or aquarium, however you want to call it, I am going to do it on the middle nail. I have this full cover tip, and this was from a manufacturer that I was testing out. But for that, I took that full cover tip, I measured it on top, and as you can see, it is definitely shorter than the current length that I have right now. So I'm going to go in with some scissors and just cut off the tip just so it's a little bit shorter, and that top full cover tip is going to fit nicely over these nails. Well, that one particular nail. Now, if you notice, I didn't show you my prep because I do have a peel off base coat that I applied, because like I usually do in some of my videos, I pop them off right after I film so I could continue doing the next video for you guys. But this is here. This is me just going in with some rubber base gel and just applying that to the entire surface, and then I am going to go ahead and I cure that for a full 60 seconds. From there, I'm actually going to use the color Dusty Rose. This is a build gel, and I'm going to build up the nails. Now this is a hard gel as well, so that means it is non-soak off. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the pointer, the ring, the pinky, and the thumbnail. Basically, I'm going to do all the nails except for the middle nail, because the middle nail is going to be the specialty nail. So I build up the product on everything else but the middle, and I do flash cure it in between. And if I need to add any more layers, I'll go ahead and I'll do that, but I do always flash cure before moving on to the next layer. Once I got all of them built up, I do go ahead and I put my hand inside a full-size lamp, which is an LED lamp. The one that I'm currently using is the one by Melody Susie. I do have their store linked in the description. You can go over there and check it out, and I do have a code. I can't remember the exact name of the lamp, but I'll link it. I'll put the name below for you guys so you guys can go check it out. I do go ahead and I cure the nails for a full 60 seconds just to make sure everything is fully cured. jumping right to that middle nail, I'm gonna go ahead and take Always Required. This is a colored hard gel. And I'm going to be applying that to the middle nail. This is going to be perfect because we need, what I wanted to use, I wanted to use a decal and I need a white surface, and I really need the base of these nails to be super thin, and that's because, like I said, I want this middle nail to be a snow globe. I don't know, I call it a snow globe, some people call it an aquarium. I'm gonna call it a snow globe because you kind of gotta shake the nail in order to see all the stuff move. So I do go ahead and I apply a thin layer of this, and this is full coverage. You don't need a lot at all, but once I do that, I do go ahead and I do a full cure again for a full 60 seconds. For the decals itself, I'm going to use these are called graveyard nail decals. This is from 77 Decals. Go check her out. She has some awesome decals on her website. I've used this before and it is so easy to use, you guys. All you got to do is just cut out around the edges. Just make sure that you cut out all of the white, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to soak it in some water for a few seconds, and then you'll be able to slide that right on your nail. I make sure after I slide it off, I do make sure all the water is out first of all, but you do want to make sure it's going to cover the edges as well as right around that cuticle, and then you kind of just want to let it air dry. Once I did that and I had it in place, I went ahead and I just applied some base gel, my rubber base gel, right on top, because I just wanted to protect it from any kind of dust or anything else that I was going to do right after this. But again, I did go ahead, after I did that base gel, I did cure that for a full 60 seconds. I did go ahead and I cleansed the surface, removing any kind of sticky layers, especially that middle nail as well. We're not really going to go over the surface of it, but I still wanted to remove that sticky layer so no dust kind of gets stuck to it. But I did go ahead, I started filing the sidewalls, the free edge. When it came to that middle nail, I wanted to make sure that I filed any extra hanging image off, and then the free edge as well, and it was just really easy to kind of remove and just file away. Now I did go ahead and use the new drill. This drill is so smooth, it worked like a dream, honestly. And once again, I feel like I talk about my Lady Susie's products so much, but they have some really good drills as well as lamps on their website. Again, I have a promo code in the description box if you guys want to go check it out and get, save some money for yourselves. But I just love Melody Susie. There's nothing else to say about that. So once again, I want to thank Melody Susie for sending me this new drill, and I love the color. It's just so cute. But what I'm doing here, I totally forgot to talk about what I'm doing. I'm using my fine taper drill bit and I'm going around the cuticle section as well as down the body, and I am going to shape these up, making sure there's no lumps and bumps, everything is smooth. I also avoid that middle nail just to make sure I'm not filing anything away. It doesn't really need to be filed, honestly. Everything else but that middle nail does need to be filed. But after I do that, I do buff over the surface smooth so we can go on to the next step. Right, you guys, so I was so nervous to do this. I am not gonna lie to you guys. So for the middle nail, I ended up taking out my Bling It gel, and I know this is for rhinestones and stuff, but what's awesome about this is it cures with no sticky layer, and I thought this was going to be perfect because I've seen a couple people did these nails with acrylic. I've never seen anybody use any type of gel, and honestly, I was going to use my rubber base gel, but then I realized it leaves a sticky layer and I didn't want anything that I put inside the snow globe to get stuck to it. So this is perfect because it cures with no tacky or sticky layer. So all I'm doing here is I am applying this Bling It rhinestone gel to the entire surface of the nail, and I am focusing around that perimeter, making sure I have like a decent amount. It actually works so well. I just took that tip, I placed it on top as you can see, and I'm not trying to push it too hard. I'm just making sure all of the edges and the top part is has like some type of gel so it adhere together. I can't even talk properly, but it also left the perfect little opening out in the bottom open, and I just took my little flash cure lamp and I cured it like that. I did squeeze it a little bit at the top, but honestly I didn't really need to because everything around the edges it was like fully covered. It was amazing. It worked so good, and yeah, it worked really good. After I cured it in place, I did make sure that everything around the edges, there was no holes or gaps because I didn't want any kind of liquid to seep through, and it was perfect, you guys. I was so proud of myself. For the other nails, I decided I wanted to do some Frenchies. So I took this orange. This is from Nail Reserve and it is called Jack-o'-lantern. This is actually one of the recent ones that they sent me for this month, October. And honestly, actually, when you go to Nail Reserve, anytime you purchase from their Pink Factor collection or their list, they're going to donate $1 to the cause, which is amazing. So go check them out there. But this is me right here just going ahead and doing some Frenchies. I'm gonna do this to the pointer, pinky, and the thumbnail as well. After I did that, I decided I wanted to do some glitter and pour it over. So I ended up taking this glitter from Set's Nail Co. I'll leave the link to her as well. I do have a promo code so you can go check it out, and I wanted these to have like this gorgeous glitter to it. So I did go ahead, I poured that on top, and then I flash cured it in place. So coming right back to that middle nail, I wanted to use these little bats. I got this from Macart. This was from their collab that they did with Vanity Val. And yo, this bat, I think the little bats is so perfect. I ended up taking out like 3 or 4 of them. And before I did that, I was trying to figure out how the hell I was going to do a stopper, or after I put everything inside, what I was going to do at the end to close it off. So I did go ahead and I used my base gel, my rubber base gel. I applied it to a little paper. This is actually from a nail form, the backing of a nail form. And I did go ahead and I put a little bit on that, and then I did cure that in place. While that was curing, I went in and started filling this in with some of that same glitter. I kind of put too much, so you're gonna see me pour some of this out. I did that. I inserted the little bats, and I didn't want to do too much, so I only did, I think, like 3 of them. And it was pretty easy to kind of insert everything. I didn't really do too much of a mess, but once I did this, I totally realized I didn't have I wanted to go find like some baby oil, and I forgot to grab it. So when I went to look, I didn't have any, so I ended up grabbing some cuticle oil. You guys, this is from Good Girls Press. I had this for a little while now, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna use this. It's oil, it's gonna work. I was not prepared at all because I couldn't even find a little small thin dropper that I thought I had, so I ended up just pouring it directly in like this, and honestly, it did not make a mess at all. I thought I was gonna get oil everywhere, but no, it actually worked pretty good. It went straight into that little hole. Yeah, it just worked really good. So I just filled that up close to the top, not too much. I did leave a little air bubble there so it'll kind of move things around inside, but yeah, I just filled it up to my desired amounts and then I moved on to the next step. Once I filled that up, I did go ahead and take the piece that I cured before, my little thin what do you call this, base gel piece, and I was just measuring it just to make sure it fit. And then I took some more base gel to put it on that one side, and honestly I feel like I should have used the other gel that I used to adhere the full cover tip, which was the Bling It gel, because it doesn't leave a sticky layer. Totally blanked out, and I used my rubber base for this. It does leave a sticky layer, so some of the glitter did get stuck to the bottom, but that's okay because it was only a small amount. So after I glued that down, it worked so good. I just went in with some clippers. I clipped around the edge all the little extra pieces, and I did go in and I just filed it a little bit around, and it worked out perfectly, you guys. I didn't really need to do much. I thought these was gonna be really hard to do, and it was super easy. It was like the easiest thing ever. I was so excited for it. Look at it, y'all. And then like I flip it over and you see the little bat. I had to shake it a little bit, but you see the little bat start to move. I was so excited that it worked out exactly how I wanted. It looks so good. Look at the move. I'm so excited for it. Next thing, I had to go in and accessorize, so I took out these 3D molds that I bought from Amazon. I have it linked to my Amazon storefront. You can go ahead and check it out. I took this black polish Noir from a cart, and I just started just shoving that gel polish right up in there. I am not clean at all when I do this. I am pretty messy because I want to make sure I'm getting into every little one of those grooves. I did a couple of the I can't even talk. I did a couple of these, and then after I really fill everything in, you're gonna see me take a little piece of tissue or like a lint-free wipe. I did have some cleanser on it, and I just swiped the surface, and it kind of just made everything clean. And then I did go ahead and I cured that. Now when I went ahead to cure it, I did cure one side, and then I did flip it over in the middle, because since this is black, I wanted to make sure it was going to be fully cured. So yeah, I just did that, and I just made sure it was fully cured for a full 60 seconds. I did have another mold, and I just did a couple more using the orange color that I had from Nail Reserve, and I think I had about like 15 in total of these little things. I didn't need to use a lot, I just had extra. Some of them I did go ahead and I used glitter first. I poured that in, and then I put some gel polish on top so it'll have like a glitter to them. So I just did a couple different ones, and I just had everything ready to go for when I was ready to glue them down. I forgot I wanted the nails, the Frenchy nails, to be shiny, so I did go in with my shiny top coat, and I just did the top part shiny, and I just cured that again for a full 60 seconds. Lastly, I took out my Bling It No Wipe Rhinestone Gel, and y'all already know we're gonna go in, add the charms and some bling. Now to add everything, I thought I was gonna use the orange charms that I created, but last minute I decided not to use it. I decided to just stick with the black ones, and I'm kind of glad I did, because once I added the black charms that I made, I decided to take out my Bling It box, which was the orange one, well, orange and yellow Bling It box, and I used the orange to kind of accessorize the black charms, and I think it worked out perfectly. When it came to that ring nail, I did a full entire, I'm not going to say a full entire nail, I really focused towards the middle, but emphasizing the black charms, and I kind of just framed the small little crystals around the black charms, and I just think it looked really good, and I kind of just tied everything in all together. But once again, I did go ahead and I cured everything in place for a full 60 seconds. And this is the final look of my Halloween snow globe, I don't know, aquarium nails, I don't know what you guys want to call it, or graveyard nails. The middle nail came out so cute. The little bats are moving. I have a little bit of glitter flowing around. Super pretty. It came out exactly how I wanted, and it was, like I said, super easy to achieve. Honestly, I watched some other videos and I feel like they made it so hard, but I don't know. I think they just came out really cute, and it's like I said, it was just easy to achieve, not that challenging at all. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to try this as well, how it worked out for you. If you like this video, please subscribe, like this video, follow me on all of my social media accounts, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video. Love ya.